I got some free stuff for you. I've always prided myself on only showing you things on this channel I think you could use, might be affordable, and helps you become a better filmmaker. And as you know, I only do reviews, no exceptions, of things I like, would use myself, and think would be useful to you. So when VideoBlocks asked me to do an episode on their service, I had no problem with it. Chances are you're going to make or be part of making a video or film for a commercial, TV show, music video, YouTube episode, documentary, family video, educational video, corporate video, wedding video, and so on. And you can make these really well, sort of well, or not so well at all. Sure, engaging story, great shots, wonderful dialogue, perfect editing, great sound, and all that play a part in making whatever it is you are making look and sound good. So here's a little filmmaking secret. Really good filmmakers understand and use these things like establishing shots, aerial shots, time-lapse, B-roll, and all those little nuances that make the visual part of the film or video compelling. They add good titles, credits, trailers, and everything else that you might not notice, but make the video or film watchable and seem polished. You've already got your hands full making your video or film, and when you try to add all these things, you've changed your video or film into something very complicated, time-consuming, and costly. If you're watching this channel, you are most likely a very small crew or a one-man band filmmaker. And here's what's going to happen. You're going to make your video or film, and you are going to cut corners all over the place. And the reason you'll do that is because of experience, time, or money. No way are you going to budget the time and money to get aerial and time-lapse establishing shots, copious amounts of B-roll footage, and all the things you're going to need to make your video or film really interesting and watchable. Worse, when you are finally working at this and start making money, you're going to have deadlines. You're going to be spending money on delivering your product, and if you don't meet them, you're not going to get paid. I promise you, you or someone else at some point will forget or lose your expensive, time-consuming shots or B-roll, which means you have a real problem, or you'll run out of budget and time. Now, Mr. Client, whoever that may be, doesn't care what happened. All Mr. Client knows is that you are obviously incompetent and shouldn't have been hired in the first place. Yes, I will call you when we have something. Oh yeah, thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Never hire this puss bucket. And in this industry, word of mouth, good and bad, travels far. Worse yet, you might never hear about it and wonder why the hell you can't get paying gigs. But let's bring this back down to the basic filmmakers out there. Here's an assignment. Go turn on Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, or whatever, and watch a TV show that you really, really like. Grab a piece of paper and put a check mark on it every time you see something that is an aerial or time-lapse shot, B-roll, or anything not obviously staged with actors. You're going to have a lot of check marks when you're done. And it should become obvious that these guys and gals use copious amounts of this footage to make the show awesome. So now you have a problem. If you want to make something like that, you're going to have a really large budget, a ton of time, and probably do what most beginning filmmakers do. Nothing. Okay, next assignment. Go watch something you made or someone else's that you've seen that's so-so and not really interesting. Take that piece of paper and do the same thing with the check marks. I'm betting you have almost none. This may be a long-winded explanation about the importance of having these types of scenes, but it is important, and you need to face some realities about your filmmaking. One, you probably can't afford the time in tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars to shoot this type of footage. And two, your film or video isn't going to be all that great without these types of footage. Now you'll understand when I tell you spending $99 to have over 100,000 clips, backgrounds, and After Effects projects at your fingertips is not just a nice to have, it's a filmmaking tool you need in your arsenal of tools. I think some real life examples are in order. Here's a music video with one of my favorite artists, Dream Theater. Fade in music and video, nice opening shot of some water in ruins. Wait, stone, tunnel, stairs, water. That's stock footage with a little cropping and some color grading. Now, one of the keys to using stock footage is manipulating it and coloring it to suit your video or film. What you don't want is footage that has already been post-processed to death. It may look great. What you want is the raw, untouched footage so you can manipulate it to suit your film or videos. So when you look at using stock footage, you have to look at it with an eye on what you can do with it, not what it is. Back to the Stream Theater music video. What would be the price tag for me to fly to Israel, which is where this was shot, with all my gear, get location permits, hotel, and everything else? That shot would have cost 100 times more than $99. Remember, for 99 bucks, I can download anything and everything, as much as I want, as many times as I want, and I own the rights to use that video and anything I want, to show it anywhere I want, forever. Okay, let's do something else. We're making a short film, and like the other millions of shorts, we open to some girl in a bedroom. I don't know, maybe we have a love story and some guy is voicing over his love for her. Or we have some evil dude talking about the terrible things he's gonna do here. Or we add some robot eyes to her and make a sci-fi thing. The point is, we open with a scene and stop. Let's do something different. How about an establishing shot of a city and a street, then the girl in the room? These are pretty standard shots, add a nice touch to your film, and are not that hard. So we grab a city shot we like off VideoBlocks. Let's take this one here. Now we grab a street shot. I like the idea of a time-lapse street shot, so let's grab this one. We bring these into our editor. We place the city shot first, then the street shot, then the girl footage. Okay, we've got our idea. Of course, it still looks like whatever because we haven't done anything with it yet. Remember, I'm just messing around here doing a quick edit so you can see the possibilities. Let's add some opening music, do a bit more cutting and tweaking, and maybe walk into some credits. It may not be the most epic thing ever, but it sure is a hell of a lot more interesting than opening to a girl in the room. So how much time and money would have been spent on those shots? We have the city flyover, the street scene, and the opening credits scene, which I also downloaded from VideoBlocks. Okay, maybe you're not making a short film, you're doing YouTube videos, like cooking. Lots of B-roll shots there we could use. Let's do this another way. Clear the search box, select footage, and select people. Here's cool footage of a guy running. That's nice stuff. You'll also see green screen footage you can use and a ton of people shots, over 5,000 of them. Okay, let's take a quick look at some backgrounds. Oh, I so want to do something cheesy with this disco light thing. There's all sorts of backgrounds in all sorts of categories, over 7,000 of them. Maybe we go look for some studio backgrounds we can place ourselves in. That's kind of neat. We can place ourselves in front of this and do a news show type thing. Let's download the footage and try it. Today on the Nightly News, Pop Story, the basic filmmaker, was arrested for trying to dance.
Hey, what's with the shirt and tie?
What?
The shirt and tie.
What? Last but not least, we have a pile of After Effects templates. Let's check them out. Oh, I like this one. It kind of has a bit of that Walking Dead feel. Let's grab it and do something with it. Big file. We unpack it after download, and we have this. Here's the how-to guide. Pretty simple. Let's open up the After Effects file and do something simple. First, let's take a look at what we've got. Okay. Here's the beginning text coming out of the ground by the fence. Let's change that to the basic filmmaker. The text elements are here. We'll put the word the a lot smaller over basic filmmaker. That should work. Here's the next point of text by the building. Let's change that to presents. Cool. Now the next text shows up here. Well, let's present the pole. Cool. Then the next text by the wires, so we'll change that to, well, you guessed it, the wires. Looks good. Next, the street thing, so we'll call that the street. There we go. Then we have the building scene. Let's change that text to, yeah, big building. That looks good. The last text is some barbed wire. Let's change that to barbed wire. Looks good. Let's render this and see how it looks. Obviously, you would change this text to something legit for what you were using it for, like an opener for your movie or show, but I wanted to show you how easy it is to modify this. You could also dive into the whole composition itself, change the coloring, the footage, anything really. I love how easy it was to change the titles and not have to mess around with all the effects and text tracking. It would be cool to add a music track over this, some sound effects like the subway and the street sounds and stuff like that. The whole point of this is to show you how stupid easy this is. If you tried to make this from scratch from start to finish, I promise you, you would spend weeks, if not months, doing it. If you had someone else do this for you, it would cost a lot of money. Even if I only downloaded one asset a week during the year at 99 bucks, that means I would be paying $1.90 for that After Effects template. If you think you can create that type of stuff for $1.90, let me know, because I want to hire you for the rest of your life. Again, for 99 bucks, you get access to 115,000 high-quality 1080, 2K, and 4K clips, backgrounds, and After Effects projects. If you go to other footage firms, they charge you $75, $100, $500, and even more for each clip, so saying they have $10 million of content is actually an understatement. VideoBlocks adds new content every month at no additional charge. Like I said, I've been a subscriber to VideoBlocks for years now, so I know that's true. They've had over 10 million downloads, and their footage has been used by ABC, NBC, the History Channel, the USA Network, the Weather Channel, MTV, the Travel Channel, National Geographic, the Discovery Channel, and more. Yeah, I know, this sounds like a big giant sales pitch. Well, I don't care if you sign up or not. I'm just trying to tell you this is something you should have, as it's worth 1,000 times the price and will up the look of your videos and films about 100 times. Not convinced yet? Go over to their blog and access video instruction titles like how to edit with Adobe Premiere, how to edit with Sony Vegas Pro, how to edit with Apple Final Cut Pro, how to edit with Apple iMovie, and much more. Lastly, if you think you're a really good filmmaker, but just too freaking broke or frugal to invest in your own videos or films, then get a job. Like this one. Sign up with VideoBlocks and submit your own footage and get paid for it. They give you 100% of the fees if you submit footage to their marketplace. If you're not that good, then start making videos and films until you are that good. By the way, this is going to be part of a future series which I'm doing, which is how to make money doing filmmaking. Okay, here's how this works. You can use the links VideoBlocks set me in the description below. If you do that and eventually sign up, I actually get a few pennies I can save up to buy some coffee. I love coffee. Now when you go to sign up, they're going to ask you for your credit card info. For signing up, they're offering you 7 days of free footage. In other words, you can just go absolutely crazy and download everything you can get your hands on. If you don't want to keep the service, then just cancel after 7 days. I mean, seriously, you think they should give you 7 days of unlimited access to everything, to download everything, without having you at least put something into the game? Come on. Again, I've subscribed for years and they have been nothing but trustworthy, friendly, and supportive. Lastly, before a bunch of dweebs, is that still a valid word, dweebs? Start leaving comments like, and they're just gonna say things because when they're paid to do it, they say whatever they want and they're all unethical and stuff. As opposed to me, I'm not unethical. Except for the times when I am. Okay, and whatever. You obviously don't know me or haven't been subscribed to my YouTube channel. Yes, VideoBlocks is paying me about 500 times less than I would normally charge for something like this. I was gonna do this anyway, so I figured the least they could do is offer me enough to pay for my subscription. And yes, I do pay for my own subscription to VideoBlocks. I signed up with VideoBlocks because they're the best deal I found with the most content, and frankly, it has saved me quite a few times when footage was either not planned for, not shot, or lost. And when I needed a quick solution to what would have been a really expensive and time-consuming shooting scenario, I head there first. Like good editing software, this is a really useful filmmaking tool, and I thought it would be nice to share it with you. I hope that helps, and thanks for watching. Sign up for VideoBlocks today. It's only $99 a year. That means you can pay monthly or you can pay yearly. You may not get a refund for your money, but you may get a refund. You just have to lose your thing that you signed up for after 7 days. But don't forget, even if you do, it'll be okay because you'll have the thing for a year and then you'll be able to make your videos all better and everything else. You don't need a lawyer for this. This is a contractual obligation. You don't have to go through everything because it should be okay. And don't freak out and don't worry.